bourdonne de négociations auxquelles le Bloc québécois ne participe pas.
There's a lot of discussion happening in the parliamentary corridors, and the Bloc is not participating because we don't want to participate in such a process. I would like to remind you that there's a significant number of local businesses and small businesses that may not reopen after this crisis. I would like to remind you that in Quebec, the social fabric is based on these local businesses who are threatened. I would like to remind you that seniors do not know when they're going to be receiving their checks, their money, when the 3 months will start, when it will end, what will happen afterwards. There's also issues with the agriculture sector. Asparagus is going bad. That's what our problem is. We want to be able to properly serve Quebecers. Workers need jobs. Companies need workers and support for their fixed costs. These are liberal commitments. Instead, they're trying to negotiate a way to have Parliament work without respecting their votes, and they're not respecting the commitments that they participated in creating. I would like to reiterate that no matter how long the crisis lasts, we can't set anyone aside. Justin Trudeau's Liberal Party is funding itself through its own programs. These programs were created to avoid bankruptcy for people and companies, and this is what they're using to fund their party. In the first quarter, they took a couple of $1 million and they use it for themselves. For the Conservatives, they raised $4 million and are taking up the Liberal Party's funding, even though they're supposed to protect funding in this country. It is completely unacceptable. Federal, provincial, territorial workers do not necessarily have access to these programs, but the Liberal Party and the Conservative Party will take money from these social programs. I have less to say regarding the NDP and the Green Party. They may be facing certain challenges, but it's certainly not the case for the Liberals. These good old Liberals, the good old Conservatives. They say, do what I say, not what I do. And if they had not gotten caught, they'd have been quite pleased. But I would invite you to look at what Quebecers think. That's what interests me. What do Quebecers think about the fact that these emergency programs for a crisis that are for people and companies so that they don't go bankrupt, what do they think of the fact that this is funding the next campaign for the Liberals and the Conservatives? Mr. McKay and Mr. O'Toole disagree with Mr. Scheer, and we have no idea what's going on in the Conservative caucus. So, that's where we're at this morning. We're going to respect social distancing norms, and we will continue to work.